basically, Jennifer, while Astron's away, it stays quiet for a little bit. Up until Elduin kind of looks up at you. It's like, an officer of the law. Might want to arrest that man over there.
For?
Oh, I mean, he didn't try to stop any of this from happening. Might be conspiring with the enemy.
That's a pretty bold claim there. And no...
And at that point, like, Mr. Olivier just steps in. He's like, "You insolent boy! Don't make those accusations!"
It's... Just calm down, sir.
I am calm! He's the one that's starting all this.
Alright, enough. You too. Just... enough.
I mean, it would explain why he didn't help when my mother got kidnapped. He cares more about the dragons than his own kind. And at this point,
Elduin.
Mr. Olivier actually starts trying to rush towards Elduin.
I step in between them. Okay, back.
He just kind of looks down and he's like, well, yeah. He's kind of eye level with you because you're pretty tall. He's just like, get out of my way. This is between me and my son.
It's not what's needed right now. I need you to just relax and step away. Just, you know, it's been traumatic for both of you. This is not going to help. What is this going to accomplish right now?
Alright, go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Persuasive.
It's like,
Can't heal, but you're persuasive.
he's just like, alright.
Healing words.
Alright. He just kind of like backs off, kind of heading a bit away from both of you at this point. Getting some distance there. At this point, this was like where like kind of Felorna comes back down. She's just kind of like sigh of relief that they haven't actually gone after each other again.
Alright. Elduin. Why? Why provoke him right now?
Why not? He deserves it, doesn't he?
You do know it was his wife, right?
And it was my mom, and I seem more upset about it than he does. He seems more upset about the dragons that got injured upstairs. No. Oh, let's make sure the princess is alright. What about my wife? Fuck if I know!
Alright, just... Elduin, he's probably upset too. You don't know. You are jumping to crazy assumptions.
Yes. 3 days she's been gone. What has he done? Sit around the castle. What I did? Tried to get here to figure out what happened. I thought he was dead. Look, I would have been happier if he was dead. I would have thought he was more honorable that way.
He gets the one finger on the lips. Shh. We're gonna look
And at this
into
point,
this.
Astron, you kind of come down to the tail end of that comment.
As I hear, like, Elduin is saying stuff like, he would have been better off dead and stuff like that. It sounds like two voices are shouting from where Estron is. One is his voice, but the other one Jennifer recognizes as the deeper, more primal tone of his Dracomorph. Enough! Both of you need to end this quarreling immediately.
I think I have it under control right now. I understand, Astron. I've got him separated out.
Yeah, sure. I can end this. Once he admits he's a spineless coward and...
I use telekinesis to hold his mouth shut.
I still have my finger on his mouth. I'm doing the same thing.
Yes, all you hear is muffled now.
That's enough, Elduin.
So, we have a... Say we're getting a plan together to go get your mom? Is that what's...
We're going to the Feywild.
Okay. But isn't the Feywild kind of a Why? It's in the name, I guess. But, more or less dangerous?
True. But no more dangerous than what happens on the material plane. It's simply a lot more forward about its malicious intent sometimes.
And how are we getting there, Estron? Can you teleport us?
No, but there are a few means we have to do so. And Killdeer has the ability to sense out the nearest portal. If we can find the one that Arvid used, there's a possibility we can pull it back open and step on through.
I let go of his mouth.
Oh. Good luck with that.
And why is that, Elduin?
Because she took the keystone, and she had at least ordered the remnants of my men to destroy it after she had gone through. I mean, maybe you're fancying the magic and all that, and maybe you can fix it, but I think something like that might be a bit beyond your reach at the moment.
Do I know anything about this runestone?
No, your mom never mentioned this at the moment.
What are you going on about, Elduin?
Portals, brother.
You said a runestone. What do you mean?
Yes. It's like a key. It opened the portal.
This wasn't a natural portal?
No, it's man-made, apparently, or maybe elven-made, I should say. But yes, Arvid opened, and Mom opened the portal, and they went through.
It's likely she may be taunting me to try and get me into the Feywild.
Well, I kind of figure that's what she's after. I mean, if she's went there and first sent me a message saying, "Hey, I'm coming after you," and then took your mom, ran to the Feywild, I'm pretty sure she's probably expecting us, Ezra.
Even so, I have to go after her.
Oh, I understand. I'm not gonna stop you, and I'm going with you.
This will be much more dangerous than a typical journey through the material plane. Normally, we can still fall back on knowing that the rules of this reality still operate as such. That won't be so over there.
I kind of smile at Ezra. I'm like, "Oh, Ezra, I can take care of myself."
That's the charisma I'm a bit worried about. But we can cover that later.
So, what do
Now
you
what?
do to even get ready to go there?
Well, first I walk up to my dear old dad.
Father,
Yes. Son.
the runestone. Was there any more like it?
No, just the one. Mother held on to.
How did she come to get a hold of something like that in the first place?
I mean, distant relatives they wanted her side of the family to keep in touch even though they came here.
You can't tilt his head to the side. The Eladrin.
Yes. I mean, not pure. It's been diluted since the centuries they've been here, but yes.
Huh. Well, mayhaps we may be able to find allies on the other side.
It's like, well, I don't think allies would ever be an issue once we get there. I mean, your blood and your friends over there, you should be quite fine.
And I kind of just like get with outside of listening distance of Elduin as I speak with him now.
Dad, what happened? Is what Elduin said true?
What specifically?
Did you try to stop Arvid?
I mean,
What measures have you taken to try and get a hold of Mother on the other side of the Feywild? Please tell me you've done something to prepare for this.
I mean, Maren had been injured and so worried about taking care of her well-being. It was actually not until the next day that I knew she had already gone missing.
I understand.
I mean, I was more concerned. I mean, our retainers of the royal family, ensure their safety.
We aren't their slaves, Father. Our houses have been working together for 1,000 years. If one side hurts, so does the other. Eventually, they need to watch our backs. And that's what Mirren recognized. Unfortunately, she's too young to be able to fight back against someone like Arvid. But her heart was in the right place.
Yeah, yes.
The fact that she's okay means that we can focus on other things. I'm finding a new means to the Feywild of trying to stay in contact with Mom. I'll do what's necessary to try and tie everything up over here. In the meantime, I will need you to make sure that the castle is secure.
Certainly.
Maeve just nods to him before walking back over to Jennifer and Elduin.
So, what the hell did she do to you?
This is a flesh wound. Well, that's what I'd normally say.
Is it
Claw.
It's got
And
necrotic energy off of it.
A rotting flesh wound.
Yeah, it is, Cal, dear. Cal.
I put a hand on his shoulder and I cast Identify.
So you kind of sense into it. It is some type of, I don't really want to say disease, but it is something along those lines, where it's basically not so much magical in cause, but magical in nature. Like the being that did it was powerful in magic of the necrotic variety. And it's basically slowly kind of eating away at him.
So it's not magic in cause, but magic in nature, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like it wasn't caused by a spell, but the magic that was infused in a creature happened to cause it.
Okay. So like an arcane infection.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of trying, he's going to put a hand over it and try and cast Dispel Magic.
Alright. So you kind of put your hand up, cast a spell, and unfortunately it doesn't have any effect on him.
Well, that's
He
good.
kind of looks up to you, he's like, yeah, Florna tried that too.
Can I, being that it's necrotic in nature and, being a paladin, is there any type of role I could do to maybe be able to at least discern if I can heal it in any way?
Just say a religion check. Okay, so yeah, you've vaguely heard about this stuff probably through your training in a paladin. One of these things probably just randomly paid attention to in class for whatever reason. And you do
Ouch.
remember it. I know, right? Oh, come on, we know you are the violent one in training.
True.
You're the action person. Books always just were boring. But you do kind of remember talks of creatures that could cause wounds like this, and that clerics of the orders could actually heal this kind of thing. That or extremely, I don't really want to say powerful, but powerful paladins. Essentially, it would require something along the levels of a greater restoration spell.
Aha. And I kind of tell Esther on that. I'm like, so we might want to get him to a pretty strong cleric.
Do you have any in mind?
We actually have a friend in town whose clerics might be able to take care of this. Given that Arceus is still here.
Oh, that's right.
I'll take your brother there if you want me to. If you want to get things cleaned up around here and try to find out a way to get us to the Feywild, if that's where we're going.
I know something like that isn't going to come cheap. I hand her, I think it's like 100 gold.
I'll add it to my... Oh, well, thanks. Maybe I can get a bit of a discount. And, I kind of walk over and... like, well, since we're not fighting, I kind of say my magic word, let my armor fall off, so I'm just in, normal traveling clothes for the time being.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Like, Caldeir, can you grab that and put it in a room for me, please? Go take Eldwin to a cleric. Alright, come on.
All right, certainly.
I kind of help him up and, like, put an arm around to help, walk him.
Yeah, Flora kind of comes around and gets the other side of him.
I'd cover up that head of yours if I were you.
Aldo just kind of looks around. I've been absolved, brother.
Not you. And Estron, don't worry, she's with me. If anybody says anything, I have a prisoner. And I kind of just smile as I walk past him.
He kind of just shrugs at that.
Okay, so you head out of the castle. Where are you heading to?
I'm going to hit up the Temple of Bahamut first, because they'll have clerics there, and if Arceus is there, I can maybe, there. And I know there's a Temple of Heronius here, too, isn't there?
Yeah.
Let's head to Heronius first, so they'd be more likely to help me out.
Okay, so you basically hobble over to the Temple of Heronius and go in. You're greeted by the commander there. It's like, welcome back. Oh, what happened to him?
Got into a fight with something that has necrotic properties. I needed...
It sounded like you were about to
Let's
say
not
you got run over by a tractor.
Could have been.
Got run over by a dragon.
Dragon, yeah. A dragon tractor.
Grandma got run over by a dragon.
Would that be a dractor?
Yes. Oh, that was painful.
Ouch.
Where's Dranesh to hear all these bad puns?
Oh. Well, and I need a cleric and I need some help.
Oh, yeah, certainly. Then come in. And he kind of like sits him down at like one of the benches and runs back and comes out with somebody. And he starts looking him over. And he's just like, oh, yes, we could certainly cure this, but it would be, require quite a sizable donation.
I lean down and look at him like, I was planning on giving you guys some money, anyways. But are you seriously trying to bribe the champion of Heronius in the Temple of Heronius?
He kind of just looks up to the commander. The commander's like, Jennifer, talk about donations. Talking about the cost for the material components required for the spell.
Well, you could have said that. That I understand. When you say it like that, it seems shady.
Jennifer, we can't go about the business of basically selling these things, so we have to ask for donations in return for the service.
All right, it's fine.
If we start saying, we need 100 gold for diamond dust, people are like, we can just come here and buy diamond dust, and then next thing you know, we have everyone's out there coming here to buy diamond dust from us.
We have diamond dust here?
What's required for the spell?
Oh, yeah, just I hand him the 100 gold. Is that enough?
And he just kind of closes his grass. He kind of holds up his hands in praise, yes, Horonius thanks you. I will be back shortly.
I kind of look at him like, I think he would have told him, okay.
He just kind of puts a hand on your shoulder. He's like, Jennifer, he's an old timer. He's used to the dog and pony show.
I see, but he really doesn't need it with me. He does know that I've spoken to Heronius multiple times at this point, right?
Jennifer, please just humor him.
Fine.
Eventually he comes back and he's got a little pouch with him, and he comes up to Alduin. He starts chanting his spell, and then eventually just kind of sprinkles it over the wound. As you see, as it kind of just actually kind of steams up as the taint on it is leaving. He's just looks a little bit uncomfortable for a moment there, but he's like, okay, well, thank you very much.
Well, and I look at the commander there. I'm like, thank you.
So, you're welcome.
All right.
Anytime, just...
I know. I understand.
All right, you have a wonderful day. Will you be here long?
Maybe? I don't actually know. We kind of weren't expecting to be here anyways. Why do you ask?
No, I was just curious. That's all.
Oh. Yeah,
In case something comes up.
I'll be at the castle if you need me, so... And with that, I kind of help Eldwin back up and kind of look at Florna and alright, he's healed.
Thank you. Guess we better try and get out of here.
Where are you guys going?
Somewhere safe. Hopefully.
Pretty sure Esron can put you up somewhere.
I don't want to cause any more trouble in town than I may have already.
Well, at least come back to the castle with me. I know Esron will at least know that he's healed.
Not to mention, cities aren't good for me.
No, I understand.
I don't think you fully understand, but the gesture is nice.
I saw your crater.
Yeah, so you saw the damage, but do you understand what causing something like that causes? The emotions that went through you.
That I don't. But at least come back to
As
say
I said,
goodbye to Esron before you guys take off.
We can do that.
Thank you. With that, once again, I kind of give a little head nod to the cleric and the commander, and then, all right, let's go. And I head off.
All right, and you kind of walk outside. And as you walk outside, start walking back towards the castle, and at this point, you actually hang on. So eventually you're walking starting to make your way back towards the castle, and all of a sudden, like, just out of nowhere, you feel like a tug on the back of your collar.
I turn around to see who it is.
And behind you, you see Labrina.
That is.
Drow.
Oh.
I think I said the name wrong.
Hi, Labrina. That is.
She's the leader of the resistance.
Yep, that's it. Right. I just say it right. Labrina.
Yeah. Hi, Labrina.
Hi. Didn't know you were back in town.
We just got back in town from a, crazy thing. How are you?
Oh, all right. She is good. Can I have a word with you in private?
Yeah, and I kind of just a.
She just kind of nods. Florna just kind of nods to you, and they keep pushing off towards the castle.
All right, and I step off to the side. I'm like, well, what can I do for you?
So, Imre wanted me to come out and find you. I didn't believe her when she said that you'd be in town, but she's pretty good. So she was praying her nightly prayers, and I don't know how to say it, but Jennifer, there is rumor among the worshippers of Loth that they discovered two followers of Heronius that had strayed from their path.
Okay. Do they know who?
No, they haven't had a chance to get much information on them. I guess apparently once they were discovered and it was reported, because Drazer took a very big interest in them and has been having them escorted to the capital under the highest of security.
There's two of them?
Yes. Yes.
Do I know which commander got sent to go? Who got sent there? That doesn't.
You would know.
Okay. Gonna have to. Okay. Thank you. Is there any information on what these people look like?
Apparently, it was a woman and an older gentleman. And apparently there was also, they believe, is a powerful artifact with them.
Oh shit.
Oh. Thank you.
I mean, I know you're a follower of Heronius and all, and I'm sorry. I don't know what else to really say.
No, I thank you for the information. And you said the capital in Loth, right?
Yes.
Jennifer is, the look on her face is visibly upset. And, well, I'll take that information, thank you. And she kind of just turns around and starts walking towards the castle.
Okay. So, at this point, Astron, you and everybody else are still kind of there in the castle with your father, kind of talking things over, and that's basically when Elduin and Felorna come back.
While they were away doing all of that, I cast contact other plane to try and reach out to my mom. Or actually, you know what? Sending still works across planes.
just do that instead.
Okay,
So-
so what are you sending?
Yeah, I'm going to cast Sending, and I'm going to, as the intro sentence, I heard what happened. Are you alright? What does she want?
And coming back, you kind of just get stay away. Too dangerous.
Does it sound pained?
It's a mix between. Actually, it's more exhausted than pained. Almost sounds like she probably hasn't slept in a couple days or something, but that's probably not. Or she really hasn't had a chance to meditate, we'll say.
Mm-hmm.
Themselves, but. What to say? I'm like, I have to look up contact other plane. Well, no, you want to hit her because she's not dead, so.
But, yeah.
You
Of course,
kind of
yeah.
sees the expression on your face. He's like, "What is it, Esron?
She's alive.
Is she okay?"
She sounds tired. Like she hasn't been able to rest or meditate for quite some time now.
What is it, a cursed dragon doing to her?
I don't know. All she said was that whatever was waiting on the side was too dangerous and to stay away.
So yeah, so basically that happened while they were
Mhm.
away. At this point now, like Elduin's kind of coming in at this point. It's like, well, they got me fixed up.
Ah, lovely. All that's left is to see that wound turn into a lovely scar.
Oh yeah, chicks love scars.
I kind of look over at Flora. Do they?
Just like, some of them do, yes.
Anywho. Mother's alive.
Huh, that's good. How do we get her back?
Don't know. She said whatever's waiting on the other side was too dangerous and to stay away.
Pish posh.
Yeah. Believe me, as much as I would absolutely love to adhere to her wishes, I cannot.
So, how are we getting there?
We aren't. You still have some recovery to do.
Oh, perfectly. Okay, maybe I do.
Besides, it's just me she wants.
I wouldn't be too sure about that.
Ah, true. My comrades have also angered her quite a bit in the last time she was here. But we have to remember, all of this is to get back at my master. So,
Exactly. So, is your master. Yeah, but stuff here. She'll come back. At this point, Flora's just kind of like, we should probably really get going.
maybe you should.
Yes.
Thank you, Alduin, for trying to intervene.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for the donation. And tell your paladin friend I promise not to rob any caravans of Heronius.
You kind of like squints at him. You have in the past?
No. Just, I don't plan to any in the future, though.
Well, alright then. I guess that's all she can really ask for.
You know I only steal from Crypt Brother. I think Dad still thinks I steal from everybody.
Don't start.
At this point, you see as like Florence just actually just kind of like starting to like push him out the castle at this point. And basically, now that you're kind of like doing your walk to the castle, you kind of pass Eldwin and Florin on the way out. And Eldwin's just like, "Oh, you have a good evening."
Yeah. Yeah.
He's just kind of like, "Everything okay?"
I try to give a big smile. Yeah. Yeah, everything's fine. Sorry, I just lost in thought. You guys have a safe trip.
He's like, "Okay," and they kind of keep walking out. And you kind of hear it's like faint whispers as they're getting out of earshot, so you really can't make it out, but you do hear them kind of whispering back and forth. But then eventually you do rejoin the rest of your group.
So your brother's heading out.
Does Jennifer look disturbed at the moment?
Yeah.
She would.
She's smiling, but it's not.
I think I've been around her long enough to know that when
I think
she's
both-
fake smiling.
Yeah, I think everyone except for maybe the exception of Dranesh would kind of notice that she's kind of out of character at the moment.
What's wrong with you? Did something happen at the temple?
I was stopped by Lorana?
Labrina?
Sabrina. Yeah.
Oh, how's she doing?
Fine. She seems to be healthy.
What'd she have to say?
There's rumors going on that Lolth, our friend, the priestess, has found 2 paladins Heronius in an artifact.
In the Underdark.
Yeah.
Well. Knowing who was down there doesn't take a genius to put 2 and 2 together, now does it?
No, I mean, it's Commander Maddox, isn't it?
Most likely. And the artifact they're speaking of is most likely your Holy Avenger.
Yeah. They're taking them to the capital. Can you reach one of the... No, you've never met them, have you?
Who do you want me to get in contact with?
The commander that they had... Or the paladin they'd sent to go collect or look for Commander Maddox.
Have you met them before?
I have, yeah.
He kind of like puts his hand on the side of your head and casts Detect Thoughts. I want you to think about them very, very clearly.
Okay. I do just that.
And after I get
It's
a
alright.
like a visible representation of who I'm looking for, their voice, their mannerisms, all that good stuff, pull my hand away from her head. So,
Is this commander one that was looking for him?
Yes.
I can see what I can do. But other than that, I need to start making preparations for my own journey. If you wish to take care of this, Jennifer, I won't stop you. I know how much Commander Maddox means to you, as well as the relic that your god holds so dear.
I could care less about the sword. It's Commander Maddox, and what is the name of the other commander that went?
The one that got lost with him, or
Yeah, the one that I just basically gave info to Esron about.
Oh, okay. Name is Garwin Mirix.
Okay. Alright, and the paladins. I mean, the sword is a symbol for us, but it's not. I'd rather have the people back. And if they're any shape, and I'm gonna go pray. Esron.
Alright. Do what you have to.
Are we staying in the castle tonight?
You're welcome to stay within the castle or my family's abode, yes.
Calder, where did you put my armor?
Or what I put it, I don't know.
You might have just stuck it in the corner at this point. I don't think you guys really left the immediate area. You probably just kind of probably just picked it up. It's probably sitting right next to you.
Right over here, never. Take over to it and hand it to you.
Kind of pick up my pieces, and I kind of just walk off in a direction, and gonna find a room, any bedroom.
Which is easy enough to find. You there's a lot of guest quarters within the castle that are usually vacant.
And I immediately start praying to Heronius.
Which does not take you long before you get a response and get the familiar visage of Heronius in front of you.
I'm gonna guess Leo.
So, the visage looks down to you. It's like, who's Leo?
The usual voice I talk to. Is this... Are you the real deal? Am I actually getting straight to Heronius?
I sensed that this was important, yes.
I kind of run over and give him a big hug. So, Commander Maddox has been found? And Loth.
Give me 1 second. Alright, sorry about that.
No big deal. Just basically, you know. And apparently the priestess of Loth has him. And the two he was lost with. And they have the sword.
Yes, that is very tragic. The loss of the sword is trivial at this point. The loss of lives, however, is not. However, I don't think they are in danger of dying soon.
You think they're safe currently? I mean, safe's a relative word at this point.
Jennifer, I think the interest taken in them is because they have some reasoning on how important they are, and I believe, in given time, that our order will probably be reached out to, in a negotiation of sorts for trading.
I'm really fighting the urge to just head in that direction right now. Erroneous.
Jennifer, I highly recommend against that, because how would you fight an entire city that is well fortified, swarming with followers of Lolth?
I don't have an answer for that one. I mean, I'd take a lot with me as I went through.
And who's to say that they would kill you? Not just use you as a bargaining chip as well.
Yeah, you're right. I trust your judgment on this, and we'll be hopefully see Commander Maddox again. There is another issue that I
Yes.
might be taking care of. The wizard I travel with, Esron, mother was stolen by a green dragon and taken to the Feywild.
Now, not to be too critical of this, Jennifer, but I believe the term is kidnapped.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Stealing is usually reserved for objects as well. We're just getting into technicalities here.
I didn't know that you were so into grammar, Heronius. I'm very, very sorry.
It is all right.
But I am going to try to help Esron as, it's his mom.
Now, if I remember right, you said, who was his mother kidnapped by?
Arvit.
And as I recall, you said that she had one of the artifacts.
She has one of the rubies, yes.
Yes, the first one that I told you to get, but okay. Well, maybe you can acquire that in your travels. However, if it tends to be too much, to run away to live another day.
Yeah, doing that a lot lately, and not a big fan of it. But I understand. Tronius, I know that you've already given me so much power and extra. Is there anything you can do to help me with this, more so than you've already have? I appreciate everything you do, and if you can't, I understand also.
Jennifer, for now, you have what you need. But in order to traverse where you need to go, you have to rely on your friends.
Okay.
Don't worry. I will give you the power when it is necessary.
Alright. Thank you. And guess I'll talk to you again soon. Once again, walk up and give a big hug to, Heronius.
And he kind of gives you a big hug, pats you on the head a bit.
I will get back to my nightly routine here.
Well, yes. Very well. Till we speak again.
Alright, well, kind of look...
As he kind of fades out, you just kind of hear... You sure you don't want to just charge in there?
I do. A lot.
I mean, Ezra could probably bring the whole Underdark down on top of him.
Yes, and the revenge and the That was
Exactly.
cause.
Give into it.
I would be more than happy to, but I can't. I can't. Kaylee, if this was just me, and I wasn't who I wasn't champion of Heronius, I'd be down there with every possible weapon I could find and bringing that city to the ground. But unfortunately, I can't do things like that anymore. I can't be selfish. I have to be,
Responsible.
I have to be a hero. Gotta make people feel better about everything. I can't even be sad anymore. Can't let them see that. So I give her.
I mean, I think people need to see you sometimes like that. Otherwise, they just think you're devoid of emotions.
I give her a big smile. Best I can muster right now. Well, I remember that, Kaylee, and hopefully I get Commander Maddox back soon.
Well, here's hoping.
And with that, I kind of go out of my trance and kind of clean up and just crash in that bedroom that I found. It is super late at night, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
ridiculously
it
late.
is probably getting pretty late at night now.
Well, it was ridiculous. It was super late when we went to Athendale.
It's probably actually getting to the point where it's going to be morning soon.
Yeah.
Late.
Yeah.
But heading back, was there anything else you were going to take care of there, Esran?
Instead of like going to a bedroom to meditate, he's actually just going to use his boots to float into the air and fold his legs and meditate that way. And he's asked Koth, while he rests, to fly around him and pull out any books pertaining to the Feywild, portals, and portal activation that he can find. And basically, if I ever get any pings from like an inquiry, I just mentally send it right back. And it's like, yes, no, maybe. So I'm resting while I'm kind of making my owl do all the work.
Okay.
Delegation of resources. It's called good leadership.
Alright, so you all go down to rest and probably awaken or come to the next day at around probably close to the early afternoon.